What's up, everybody? Here I have my next two boxes of fun. I ended up with four altogether. I already shared the ones that friends ordered for me, but these are the two that I ordered directly myself from Funko.com. I did order a couple of pops as well, separate figures, which I'll share in another video. I know you all are here for the boxes of fun, so I'm just going to focus on these. Now, the first two bundles I had were number 1 and number 3, I believe. Here it says bundle 16 and bundle 17. I was kind of wondering if anybody actually took the time to figure out what was in each bundle. At this point, the box is sold out. Maybe that doesn't matter, but I'm just a little bit curious about that. And 17 seems like a high count. I kind of wonder how many different bundles there were altogether. Again, I am going to actually open these up. I got them in the cases still here, the delivery boxes, just because there is that slim chance of getting a show box. So that's why I decided to keep them in the delivery boxes and see what exactly I have going on here. And if you didn't check out the first part of this unboxing, definitely make sure that you go back and do so. I'm not going to cover what I got the first time in this video. I'll just focus on these new boxes here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and sit this up here. I'll get the top off, and I think I see a little blue already. So yeah, this is a standard online box again. And like I said the first time around, I'm perfectly fine, perfectly fine with that, because 1 in 50, slim chance to get an event only box. So I didn't really expect to see one of those. Okay, so let's go ahead and sit that down. I'll get the other one out of the shipping box as well, and then we'll get into them. And definitely let me know in the comments, did you go for the boxes? Like, how many did you go for? Did you end up with figures that you were happy with? Are you checking out the second market to see what's available? And if so, what are you trying to track down? I know some people are, checking out eBay, Mercari, trying to see what's what out there. Okay, so this is number 17. I'm opening up here. And let's go ahead and check and see what it is. And it's blue again. Okay, so I didn't get an event box, and I'm okay with that. Like I said before, I wasn't super impressed by the event boxes I saw being opened up. I actually feel like the home boxes are really solid this year. That's kind of surprising, but I'm cool with that. I will say one thing. Like I said, I'm not going to cover everything I got the first time, but I will go ahead and mention at this point, I actually did not get a lantern, but we'll see if a lantern is in one of these. I wouldn't be surprised if there is. Also, I will go ahead and point out that I don't have Franny yet dressed for the con, and I do need one of those, so hopefully she's in at least one of these boxes. But let's go ahead and start with the one over here. And I do see, wait. No, okay, I thought I saw Franny at the con, but no, that's a different one. I'll show you in a moment here. But we actually have Star-Lord here, and I'm glad this is one that I did want. I like that they went with this particular outfit for Star-Lord. I'm sure, because they're dealing with so many boxes, that's why they just show Freddy Funko in his standard outfit there on the box. But sometimes I really do wish they actually showed the character design on these boxes. I'm not sure if they've ever done that. Somebody could let me know. But yeah, we got Star-Lord here, 1,500 pieces, and I'm definitely happy with that. This will be a keeper for me. The Franny that I saw is actually Franny Funko as Azula. So this one is 1,500 pieces as well. That's surprising. They put 1,500 pieces together. This is not from one of my fandoms, so don't think I'll keep this one, but the design is really nice for it. And I was trying to remember if there is a glow-in-the-dark variant of this one. Can't remember for sure. If anybody knows, definitely let me know in the comments. But it is a very cool looking pop, really nice design to it. Again, I wish we could actually see what it looks like on the box itself, but this is a nicely designed figure. They only did a couple of Frannies. They did Franny at the con, Franny as Azula here, and they also did the Wonder Woman one, which was event only. But yeah, I'm not sure if there were any other characters with Franny. Again, oh, the Pink Ranger as well. But beyond those, I'm not sure if there were more out there. But yeah, Star-Lord is a keeper. Franny, I think I could definitely find a home for. I ended up here with another Freddy. Getting a little worried now. I only got one more chance at a Franny at the con. But this is a double that I definitely do not need, so I will have to find a home for that. Maybe it'll go into my prize pool, or I don't know, maybe I'll I'll consider it whether or not I want to actually do like a giveaway, maybe even. I'll figure that out. Let's see what the soda is for this box. And oh, this is definitely one I wanted here. I'm very happy about this. So 3,000 pieces. I wonder if all the sodas were 3,000 pieces for the home box. But we have here Battle Mech Freddy. This is definitely one I want to add to the collection. So don't have to go second market for this. I'll say overall, this is a pretty good box here. And really surprised again, like I said, that they put those 1,500 pieces together there. Oh, this actually has a little heft to it. One soda I don't have that I really would like to get is the Kaiju Proto. That would be nice to have. Let me go and sit this box out of the way. All right, let's get into this here. So if I don't have a Kaiju Proto here, I'm going second market for that for sure, definitely. Okay, and there are some other sodas that look pretty good too. But yeah, this one was a must. And I was trying to remember with this one if there's a glow variant. I'm not sure if there's a variant to this particular one. Somebody could let me know. But man, the detail on this and everything, this is so nice to have. Yeah, because that original Battle Mech Freddy, of course, that one was I feel like it was part of an NFT drop, and like there's a particular way to get it. Oh, it was very limited. That's what it was. It was a very limited one. So I definitely won't have that in my collection. That's out of my price range, but glad to have this version of it at least. Got the Pog right here. Nice artwork, of course, and no chase, so it's just 1 out of 3,000. But yeah, pretty happy with that box there overall, even though I have, well, really 2 that are not keepers. I do like the Freddy Funko, but it's just, I do have it already. So let's see what we have here for my last box. And, are we looking at, let me see. Is this the same? No, there's... Okay, so there is another Star-Lord in here, which of course I won't need. Yet another Freddy, so I didn't get Franny. So I'm going to have to get Franny separate. I'm just going to leave that sitting in the box. Let me go ahead and check the soda right quick. Is this one already have... Oh, no, this is different. Oh, cool, cool. So, whoa, 500 pieces. 500 piece Proto here. Yes, a green one there. So... Actually, you know what I realize now why this box looks familiar is because this is a box that a friend of mine just got as well. Got the exact same one. So, but yeah, I like that artwork there. Kaiju Proto, just 500 pieces. Let's go ahead and get them all the way out. I mentioned before, you know, some people are not even opening these sodas up. I know a lot of people are reselling them, but I'm keeping all of the ones that I got, and I still might look for some of the variants. It's really cool that each one of my sodas was different. I do appreciate that. Yeah, this is looking pretty awesome here. But the glow-in-the-dark Proto is amazing. This one, though, yeah, that is a cool figure. Yeah, really happy with that. And of course, the you know, the green makes him seem even more like a take on Godzilla. So yeah, I definitely appreciate that. Maybe they could have kept the tongue red, but it doesn't really matter. It's still a very cool soda there. So happy with that. Let's check out the Pog real quick. You can kind of see the dog of him more with the Pog. It's kind of funny how the ears are there. Kaiju Proto, 1 of 500. I wonder if that's the most limited soda that I have now. So yeah, like I said, the other Freddy Funko was staying in there. Then let me show you this other figure here. So something else not for my collection. We have here Freddy Funko as Zuko, and it's 3,000 pieces. So at 3,000 pieces, I don't even think this is going to be like highly sought after. So yeah, I have to figure out what to do about that. So I did an edit here so I could take a moment and process what I have, and also think about, you know, figures that I don't have that I'm interested in. I took a look at some lists that people have been able to put together. Of course, I put together my own list as well from looking at social media, and then also seeing listings on eBay and things like that. But yeah, I wanted to take a look at those lists and kind of figure things out. So again, here, I'm very happy with the sodas that I received, and I'm happy with the sodas that I got the first time around too in the first video. Happy with Star-Lord, like I said, but I definitely don't need 2 of them. With the Freddy Funko at the con, I do like it. I definitely don't need 3 of them, and I think at least one of these will go into my prize pool for the monthly giveaways that I do on Patreon. Do consider becoming a patron if you're not one already. That is a way to support the channel, especially all the work that I put into the Funko News videos. And then I do the monthly giveaways over there also. And if you are a patron, and you can become a patron for as little as $1 a month, you will get the notifications of when the giveaways are posted. I actually don't have very many people that enter those giveaways, so it's been the same few people like winning again and again on rotation over there. So your odds are pretty good if you decide to become a patron. They are public giveaways, but like I said, if you are actually a patron, then you will get the notifications for when those giveaways are listed. And I do some posting over there also. Getting back to the figures here, the Franny Funko as Azula and Franny Funko as Zuko. I like the look of these. They're just not my fandom though, so I have to figure out what to do with those. I'm not gonna sell anything. I'm really not big on selling Funko Pops. I have a Macari account set up. I haven't sold anything on there in years, I think it is. I'm just not big on reselling. It's kind of a hassle to me personally. I don't know how flippers even bother with it. It's just not for me. But yeah, like I said, I'll figure it out what I'm going to do about these. Now, figures that I don't have that I'm interested in, I already mentioned that I definitely need to get Franny at the con. I need to complete that trio basically. The glow-in-the-dark Kaiju Proto, definitely would like to have that one. Snake Man at Arms, I already mentioned that previously. That I think I mentioned it. If not though, it's a con exclusive, 500 pieces, so I'm not worried about that. I'm pretty sure that's looking very high on the second market. Dracula is kind of cool. Iron Man would be nice, but I think he's 1,500 pieces, so I don't know what people might be charging for him. And there's more than one Iron Man, but just a standard Iron Man, even that one I think might be a little bit tough to get. Night of the Living Dummy, I really like that one. Metallic Voltron would be cool. Not necessary, but kind of cool. And I do like the Michael Myers as well. And I'm talking about the standard Michael Myers, not the blacklight one. The blacklight one is very rare and very pricey. And actually, I just like the standard looking one more so. So maybe I'll try to figure out some trades and see if I can get some of the things I want, or just check the second market for them. And you know, I'll work it out with whatever I'm going to do with the rest of these figures here. Regardless, though, I will say this. I do my monthly giveaways over on Patreon, but I have been wanting to do a giveaway here on YouTube as well. So I don't know if it's going to involve any of these figures here, but at some point in the near future, there will be a giveaway here on the channel. So be on the lookout for that. And thank you all so much for taking the time to check this out. Again, I want to hear from you all. What was your experience with this year's Box of Fun? Did you get things that you want, or are you still on the hunt for certain things? I will say, if you're going second market, please compare prices, because some people are way more reasonable than some others. So really do compare prices out there with eBay, Mercari, wherever you happen to go. But thank you all so much for taking the time to check this out. Remember, check out part 1 if you have not done so, and I will talk to you all again real soon.